What is Spider-Man's top web-swinging speed in Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4? Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2 of my review of my E3 coverage for June 9th here on the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and I thought being fancy schmancy was a good idea until I realized that, based off of my camera's quality, if I didn't have the lights on, it would look like I was just a head floating in a void. Maybe I should do that for a character or something, I don't know. Point is, there's a few things I want to do, and this is again going to be split up into 3 parts. Part 1. We're going to talk about some things that I missed because Xbox's conference had a few last-minute uploads I wanted to talk about. Number 2, I want to talk about some things that were announced by PlayStation and a particularly controversial reveal by Bethesda that's making people pretty mad. And part 3... So, without further ado, let's get going. And in case you're wondering, I'm probably going to upload this, and then go straight to bed, because I got work tomorrow, so this is what I get for procrastinating. Whatever. On to the catch-up! So first, can we talk about that Borderlands 3 gameplay? That was a lot of fun to watch. I just rewatched it in order to make sure I had all the facts before I started talking about it, and damn, it is good. Playing as Mose the Gunner in this demo, it's your typical Borderlands fare. Running, gunning, and looting. Except we get to see some fun new things. We get to see a new smart bullets mechanic where the bullets home in, probably applicable to certain guns like elemental types and exploding unicorns or whatever the hell the other guns are going to have here. And then you have Moses, I guess you could call it her ultimate, her super. She mechs up and starts firing on this big dude like, man... Where's Diva when you don't need Diva anymore, you just need Mose, and she's just gonna mow everybody down. And as you can tell, I'm pretty excited. Plus, it has a release date of September 13th, which, hey, I'm all for that, personally. That's actually not too far away. That's literally 3 months and 4 days away, so get excited. Next, we have Forza Horizon 4 announcing a new set of DLC. The LEGO Speed Champions DLC. In a weird promotion, cross-promotion with LEGO, you can race in a LEGO car as a LEGO person with LEGO opponents with LEGO crowds on a LEGO trackway. And the fact that this is all set to Everything is Awesome from the LEGO movie leads me to think that this tie-in was a little ways coming. And finally, we have Tales of Arise. Another Bandai Namco game that looks a little bit mysterious, but it looks like it's going to be an anime RPG high fantasy type affair. And it's coming for PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2020. Which a lot of these games are going to have the release date of 2020, but it's still important to know. And now, without further ado, let's talk about some of the other stuff that got revealed. And I promise you a controversy. You're gonna get it. So, why don't we start with that? I bet you never thought I'd ever say this, but Fallout has a Battle Royale mode coming. Unfortunately, the trailer footage that I have does not have a release date. I'll probably put it here if that's ever been revealed, but Fallout 76 has a 52-player Battle Royale mode coming. Seriously. Wow. Again, never in a million years did I think that I would be saying Fallout Battle Royale, but oh my god, yep, this is what's happening. It's a good thing my dad's playing Fallout 4, and not Fallout 76, because I think he would have lost his mind by now. But yeah, so there's that little nugget out of the way. Let's talk about some good shit for once. Why don't we start with a PlayStation reveal that has been blowing some minds. Final Fantasy VII's remake has a release date now. And it's a lot sooner than you might think. We knew about this game for the past 5 years now, give or take. We knew about this game for a long time. And it finally has a release date. March 3rd, 2020. Now, that's kind of crazy to think, whoa, March 3rd? But you also have to understand that this game's been in development for years, so if it wasn't much sooner than that, I think there may have been some concerns. But I'm not personally a huge fan of Final Fantasy, but I know some diehard Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy VII in particular fans, so those people are probably jumping for joy right now. Then we have Wolfenstein Youngblood, the Wolfenstein game that's starring the two Blazkowicz daughters, who are kicking ass in this trailer. And it's revealed to be coming out July 26th, I believe, is the release date. Apologies for the audio, I'm just double checking to make sure that I'm not talking out of my butt. I was right, July 26th, 2019. So that's when that's coming out. By the way, July 26th might sound a little bit crazy, and that's because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's almost 7 weeks away from this game being released. That's a little bit nuts to think about. This is probably the most recent release that we've seen since the Borderlands 2 DLC, even though that came out now. You know what I'm meaning, though. And finally, for award, or not quite finally, penultimately, award to most crazy reveal, I think, so far, especially from Bethesda's lineup, is the Dishonored developed, sorry for the focus, the Dishonored developed, the people who made Dishonored, Deathloop. Deathloop is some sort of weird thing where the main character, I'm guessing, it's almost like the day after Edge of Tomorrow, that's what it was, with Tom Cruise, where he dies and then he comes back and then he plays through the whole scenario again. But there's this girl who loves the mayhem and the chaos of just blam, killing everybody, and the dude's like, I want this to stop. So you have these head-butting ideologies, they're killing each other in the trailer, coming back from the dead and hunting each other down. So I'm really keen to see how that's going to play out. And Deathloop does not have a release date yet, to my knowledge. I'm going to very quickly double check, because, you know, it's always good to double check to make sure that you're not accidentally talking down to your butt. No, it's just hyped gameplay, and then thing, screaming, Deathloop, developed by Dishonored, and that's it. Okay, I was a little bit worried there for a sec, because I thought there was a release date that I missed, but no, there's no release date. And another unknown-to-be-released game that is messing with my head almost as much as Death Stranding is Ghostwire Tokyo. This is another Bethesda one. And it seems to start relatively normal, and then the next thing you know, people are getting raptured left and right. I hate that they did this. They had a dog in there who's like, where's my owner? I'm like, no, why? Why do you have the dog for the heartstrings? Hurts me every time. And then you get this weird, crazy Ronin-looking guy. I say Ronin because if you guys seen Avengers Endgame, you know what I'm talking about. You get this Ronin-looking dude who's killing the mystery demons that have shown up with a bow and arrow, and shit is just getting warped and made weird again. What the hell's going on? We won't know for sure, but they did supply a website at the end of the trailer, so maybe we can glean a little more information. And in fact, I'm going to go do that right now. Let's take a look. Ghostwire.com. The Bernabia. Yeah, Bethesda.net. Yeah. Watch teaser, stay connected. There's nothing here. It's literally just Archer dude, hoodie dude, people in umbrellas, and weird shit happening via the thing. And the Bethesda launcher, but I really don't give a rat's ass about the Bethesda launcher. So, that's part 2. Why don't we talk about what in my opinion, was the highlight of the Bethesda conference? They had a real low light with Fallout Nuclear War Battle Royale. They had a pretty big highlight because, I shit you not, there's 4 separate trailers for this fucking thing. Let's get Doom crazy. Doom Eternal. This is probably the best that Bethesda could have pulled out, and Doom looks great. There's multiple reasons to love it. So I'm going to break it down into 3 key parts. Part 1, story. Part 2, gameplay. Part 3, multiplayer. So, let's get this out of the way. The story trailer leads to some interesting hints. We know about the demonic invasion on Earth, and we know that Doom Guy's got his vendetta against the demons. But there's an overarching voice that makes mention of how these people aren't his to save. And, hey, can you focus here, please? Hello? Thank you. Where the people aren't his to save, and meddling with forces is going to bring the heavens down. You see ghost dogs, crazy holographic or spirit king things. Shit looks like it's going off the chain, and I'm actually very excited. It also comes with a release date of April 22nd this freaking year. It's a late release, but damn is it worth it. I almost would have wished that they did it for Halloween, but I'll take it. And then we also actually have a couple of interesting little tidbits here, because I actually managed to grab these screenshots here. Forgive my toe, I'm just comfortable, okay? Where I'm actually going to crack this open and I'm going to show it to you. Provided it'll let me. Won't let me do it in full, hey? Just gotta do it your own little special way. There we go. Okay, so time to switch monitors for a second to show you what I'm looking at. Whoa, that's not it. Display 1. Display 2. There we go. There it is. Pre-order bonuses, because what AAA game doesn't have crazy-ass pre-order bonuses these days, right? As you can see, it comes out for PC, PS4, Nintendo Switch, which is kind of exciting, and Xbox One. Doom Eternal, if you just pre-ordered now, you get the Rip and Tear pack, which I can't believe they did the fucking meme. We have the Doot Revenant skin, trumpets included. That's just hilarious to watch. The throwback shotgun weapon kit and a bonus campaign master level. And then we have the Deluxe Edition, which comes with the Year 1 pass, Year 1, which means they're gonna do more, which includes DLC 1 and 2, the Demonic Slayer skin, and a classic weapon sound pack. Now, if you decide to go crazy and go for the Collector's Edition, you have the Doom Eternal game and exclusive steelbook. It's fancy. Prototype image, actual may vary. Let's hope that let's hope Bethesda doesn't turn this into another nylon versus canvas bag thing, shall we? Because we do have a wearable helmet, so we got to keep an eye out for that. The Gift of Argent Power lithograph, a digital soundtracks for Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal that are lossless. As an audio freak, this is really cool because this means that they're basically at the recording studio quality. When you upload things or put them on CDs, generally you have a loss of quality, however imperceptible, because you have to fit them onto a medium or convert them into a medium that is more readily accessible but will cause loss in quality. Think like PNGs versus JPEGs. I don't know why this is turning into a media lesson, but here we go. A JPEG is a more commonly used picture format, usually for pictures like this or photographs, but they are lost. So if you manipulate it or you edit it, they start to lose quality. Whereas PNGs don't lose quality. They're a more lossless format. A true lossless image would be a vector graphic of some kind. That's your graphics and audio lesson for today. Apologies there. And you also get the lore book. This is like the main reason why I would ever want the collector's edition, but I imagine it's going to be ungodly expensive. And as you can see, the digital content is the Year 1 pass, the Demonic Slayer, and the classic weapon sound pack. I was tricked by this for a second because it looked like a record. I thought, oh, you're going to get the soundtrack. No. You get the soundtrack with the collector's edition. Or I guess if you wait long enough on YouTube, it'll pop up eventually. And then you get the classic weapon sound pack. So this is what you're going to get from the collector's edition. Personally, not the worst collector's edition I've seen, but I'm a little bit wary of Bethesda. Remember the last time they did a collector's edition and it just completely went downhill. Granted, it was for Fallout 76, so we'll see if they wise up, but I wouldn't trust that helmet, just saying. The next thing I want to talk about is Doom's gameplay. Doom's gameplay. It is ballistic. You are chaining off of demons. You've got crazy weapons. The over-the-shoulder cannon, the UI's actually changed a little bit, so you actually have your multiple options and a new weapon, which may be the BFG, but who knows. And you also get cutscenes in this game. Usually, or from the original Doom, you don't get a lot of traditional cutscenes. Everything is from Doom Guy's perspective. But now you see cutscenes, and you see the Doom Guy in full form, and you actually see Doom Guy's face. He looks menacing. You also get to hear the Doom Guy as he's like, in pain. Oh! As he's getting shot. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of prefer Doom Guy as being mute, but maybe that's just a little bit of nostalgia from Doom 2016. I'm sure I'll adapt to it just fine. Now, what a lot of you people are interested in is the multiplayer. What are they doing for multiplayer? They're doing something different. They're doing asymmetric multiplayer, but it is the closest to one-to-one that you've got. You have 1 versus 2. You have one guy who is a fully kitted, ready to rock, murder your face Doom Slayer. Not a elite trooper with some Doom Guy weapons. The Doom Slayer, the Doom Guy. And your opponents, 2 high-ranking demons. Your friends can choose from whatever kind of demon. It looks like they showed off the Mancubus and the Revenant. That's probably where the Dude Revenant skin comes from. I can't say that with a straight face, okay? Jeez. Jeez. Anyway, so you have these 2 high-ranking demons that have their natural abilities and a lot of health, and they're going after the Doomslayer. And there's a round-based system, and I swear to God the announcer is channeling his inner Shao Kahn. Just listen to this shit, man.
Fight. Round 2. Final round. Fight.
It gave me giggles every time, and it makes me wonder, will Doom Guy be in Mortal Kombat 11? I don't know. Doom Guy doesn't talk, so we're going to be having a Jason scenario if he does. But we'll see. What's interesting, then, but then it gets fun, because the demons, Mancubus, Revenant, whoever, can summon lesser demons to fight the Doomslayer alongside. So you have your shooter demons, your possessed. You even see a Baron. I'm surprised the Baron's not a playable demon, maybe for gameplay reasons, but the Baron is there as a murder-your-face demon that if you're not careful as Doomslayer, you're gonna get murked. And as the Doom Guy, you get your glory kills to revamp health, and it's just, it actually looks like a lot of fun. I don't typically do a lot of online multiplayer unless it's a fighting game, and even then with people I know. But if I get enough people and we start playing Doom Eternal, I am just gonna be so happy to play that. It's gonna be a jolly old time. And did I mention this game comes out this year, like November 22nd this year? That's exciting. Expect a Doom Eternal series on the Chamber of the Wraith. Just saying. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video. What was your favorite reveal from today? It could have been from the Xbox thing or the Bethesda thing. Do you have any complaints or do you have any grievances? Do you want me to stop doing these? Do you want me to keep doing these? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, don't forget to be awesome. I got it right this time. Yeah! I'm a grenade without reason. Ready to explode. I'm like a brain